Hi everyone, today we are going to go over the X training folder. When you first log into Cascade using your CSU Pueblo credentials, you're going to click to go to a site and then CSU Pueblo main site. Out of a list of folders that you have access to edit, the X training folder will always be the last one due to the naming conventions. Now, I'm going to click on the index page, and while that loads, I'll share that essentially everything that you find in this folder should have helpful information for you as web editors. And this folder is only accessible internally, so it does not actually represent a published page on the CSU Pueblo website, just accessible through Cascade. In the X training folder index page, you're going to have a little description of what you can find inside, but the main thing I want to point out are these 3 links at the bottom. The first link is a link to our web style standards and best practices guide. It's the guide that holds templates and visual examples and image sizes and all of the key content that you need to know as a web editor. And it's everything that we make sure every web editor abides by. So there's that important link. And then you also have a link to the library of videos, such as the one you're watching. You can find that in here, and you can also find that in our web development website. Then the last link is the link to the slide deck for basic editor training, the one that you all went to. So you can find the deck there if it's helpful as far as any notes that you took that day. Now, the examples folder, this one right here on the left-hand side, you can click either way, depends on your editing style. But what this will show is what every main content section looks like. So it's just examples. It's not something that you should utilize for any of your page edits. It's mainly a reference. So you can see what each main content section looks like here when the right column is not enabled, and then also when that column is enabled. And then the last thing you can reference are the different types of images and what those look like on the actual website. It could be a little bit hard to picture what 226 by 300 pixels looks like on the live site, so this is just as a visual cue. And then the last thing are these templates to copy. So some of you have said that you've come across a website and you really like the layout. So this just shows different layouts that we've used across CSU Pueblo. And we put these here so that you have the ability to copy them into your own folders. The last thing are the widgets. I think this is going to be a really popular area. So this is just going to show you what the different widgets look like that you can also copy into your page. So anything inside of the X training folder is there for you to be able to take onto your own pages or as reference. We normally wouldn't see anything from the examples folder copied, since that's just there for you to know what it looks like visually. And then you also have all of the placeholder images that were available before in the image repository. They're now available here for you to also use across your pages if you're waiting for an image to be taken to upload. And that essentially is it. If you guys have any other questions, you can always email us at webdev@csupueblo.edu. Thank you.